Hello everyone. Today I want to tell you a story, a real-life experience of mine from 3 years ago. There are things that even now, whenever night falls, I still don't dare to turn off all the lights in my bedroom. If you are listening to this story at night, pull your blankets up tight because what I am about to tell you might make you feel a chill down your spine. That year, I had just graduated from college and was struggling to find a job when an acquaintance recommended me for a night security guard position at an old office building. This building was hidden deep within a large alley, consisting of 5 floors and was built back in the 90s. Since the owner was waiting for the transfer paperwork to demolish it and build an apartment complex, most of the companies had already moved out. All that remained were a few storage rooms for a furniture company on the first and second floors. My task was very simple: take the shift from 10 at night until 6 the next morning, occasionally patrol the floors to ensure no trespassers broke in, and most importantly, keep an eye on the property on the lower 2 floors. The salary they offered me was unusually high compared to the standard rate. At the time, I just simply thought it was because working the night shift was tough, and being in a deserted place they paid generously to keep people. But I was wrong. On my first day, the day shift security guard handed me the set of keys, a flashlight and a walkie-talkie. Before leaving, he stared at me, patted my shoulder, and gave me a very strange instruction: "You can patrol wherever you want, but remember this carefully: after 2 a.m., absolutely do not step onto the 4th floor. No matter what sounds you hear, just stay put in the security room on the ground floor. Remember that well, young man." I just laughed it off then, thinking he wanted to scare the rookie. The 4th and 5th floors were completely empty, covered in thick layers of dust, with opaque glass windows. What or who could possibly be up there to be afraid of? The first week passed quite peacefully. The job was idle. I usually brought books to read or watched movies on my phone to kill time. But on the 9th night, everything started to change. It was raining heavily that night. The sound of rain hitting the tin roof and the glass windows created a deafening noise. Around 2:15 a.m., I was dozing off on my folding chair when I suddenly felt cold. A bone-chilling cold, not like a draft of wind, but like you had just opened a massive industrial freezer. I pulled my jacket up higher, intending to close my eyes and go back to sleep, when the walkie-talkie on the desk suddenly crackled to life. It let out a few bursts of static, and then a faint sound emerged from the speaker. It wasn't the voice of the security captain or someone accidentally pressing the wrong channel. It was the sound of crying. The sound of a woman sobbing, a fragile, broken noise, mixed with choked breaths. I jolted upright, my sleepiness vanishing completely. I picked up the walkie-talkie, intending to press the button and ask who was playing a prank, but my fingers went stiff. At the same time, my ears caught another sound. This sound wasn't coming from the walkie-talkie, it was echoing down from the ceiling right above my head. The 2nd floor. There were footsteps. The footsteps were very heavy, dragging across the cold floor. Drag, drag. I swallowed hard and grabbed my flashlight. Even though I was terrified, my responsibility to protect the property forced me to go check. I thought perhaps a thief had taken advantage of the heavy rain to break into the furniture storage. I quietly stepped out of the security room and followed the stairs up to the 2nd floor. It was pitch black all around, with only the beam from my flashlight sweeping back and forth. The 2nd floor was dead silent. The rows of tables and chairs covered in vast white cloths looked like ghosts standing motionless. I did a full round of inspection. The windows were still tightly shut, the storage locks were intact. There was no one. Maybe I misheard. I turned around to head back down when, thud. The sound rang out clearly. This time it came from the 3rd floor. I tiptoed up the stairs. My heart was pounding in my chest. The sound of my own breathing startled me. When my flashlight beam swept across the 3rd floor hallway, I saw nothing. The dust on the floor remained an undisturbed layer, with no human footprints whatsoever. And then the silence was ripped apart by a creaking sound. The sound of a wooden door slowly opening. It echoed down from right above my head. The 4th floor. The old guard's warning echoed in my ears: after 2 a.m., absolutely do not step onto the 4th floor. I stood frozen on the landing between the 3rd and 4th floors. A feeling of absolute terror began to invade my mind. I wanted to turn and run back down to the security room, but my feet felt rooted to the floor. From the pitch-black darkness of the fourth floor, I heard a scraping sound. It wasn't the sound of human footsteps, but more like a heavy mass of flesh being dragged across the rough concrete floor. Scrape, scrape. It was slowly moving toward the staircase. I took a step back, accidentally stepping on a piece of broken brick. The tiny noise echoed loudly in the silent space. Immediately, the dragging sound on the fourth floor stopped dead. The silence now was 1,000 times more terrifying. I held my breath, pointing my flashlight toward the top stair leading to the fourth floor. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds passed. Suddenly, the flashlight flickered. It blinked rapidly a few times and then went out completely, leaving me in a thick, suffocating darkness. Right in the exact moment the light died from the black void of the fourth floor stairs, a whispering voice spoke out, sounding as clear as if someone was leaning right into my ear. "Are you looking for me?" A freezing gust of air blew straight into my face, carrying the smell of mold and the metallic scent of damp earth. I don't remember if I screamed or not. All I know is that I turned around and ran for my life down the stairs. I ran like a madman, not daring to look back, slipping and falling several times on the steps but still scrambling up to keep running. That dragging, scraping sound seemed to be chasing me, getting faster and closer by the second. I burst into the security room, slammed the door shut and locked it. I crawled under the desk, curled myself into a tight ball, covered my ears with both hands and muttered prayers. Outside, the dragging footsteps descended to the ground floor. They stopped right in front of the security room door. Something scratched against the frosted glass door, making a piercing, screeching sound. The dark silhouette of that thing was pressed against the frosted glass, a deformed, twisted shape. It stood there for a very long time, until the sound of a rooster crowing faintly echoed from the residential area a distance away. Only then did the shadow slowly move away, the dragging footsteps faded and disappeared toward the staircase. The next morning, when the day shift guard came to relieve me, I had already packed my things. I placed the set of keys on the desk and quit my job immediately. He looked at my pale, bloodless face, didn't ask a single word, just let out a soft sigh and nodded. Since then, I have never walked past that alley again. Rumor has it that the building was demolished last year, but the construction workers laying the foundation for the new apartment complex kept having accidents, and the project remains suspended to this day. As for me, whenever there is a heavy downpour in the middle of the night, echoing in my head is still that chilling, whispering voice from the darkness of the past. "Are you looking for me?" Thank you for listening. I wish you a good night's sleep, and remember, never curiously step onto abandoned floors in the middle of the night.